Shalom Yasharallah, this your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Ruach. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and ever will. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here article real quick. Not going to make this lesson long. And, of course, with this here topic, we're going to, substitute a lot of words here. But nevertheless, hey, it's clear as day of what's going on, all right? Like the scriptures say, the vision's yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, right now you're seeing it speak loud and clear. All right, and it's right here in your face on the, on the mainstream media and things like that. It says Fauci wants mandates to be rebranded. All right, it says White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci has said that he can get more Americans to comply with the mandates if they're rebranded as requirements. And these damn devils, you have to understand how they tiptoeing around these things, because they'll go in and talk about how these companies are so-called requiring these things, all right, instead of so-called quote unquote the government passing these things, because they know that according to their own law it would basically be illegal for them. So what they're using these companies to do these things so that the people can't say, oh well, the government is mandating these things. But hey, what's the end all goal? All right, what's the end result? All right. And, they'll like to get us on this so-called misinformation and things like that. But even in this here article, they'll tell you that these same people that they want you to believe in everything that they say have been caught lying about things. All right. And then the reason that they wound up lying was basically to get more people to take these things. All right. Not because it was more effective, just because they want more people to take the things. All right. It says, asked by CNBC whether the jab mandates are counterproductive and might make Americans more hesitant to take future jabs, Fauci said on Friday that dropping the word mandate seems to make people more willing to get jabbed. All right, so just changing the word up. All right, but you still have the same, like let's say if I was supposed to, go on quote unquote rob somebody, right? Now, if I was, to change up the words, let me just go and permanently borrow this from somebody. All right, it's not changing. I'm taking some by force from somebody else, man. All right, but nevertheless, this is how these damn devils get down with their deceptiveness. All right. It says mandates, that's a radioactive word. He said requirements, people seem to respond better to that. They work. All right. So, hey, any kind of way this damn devil, can try to finesse you, he's going to do it. Whether he has to talk to you so-called, quote unquote, sweetly or with smooth words. And they know that's how our people like to, listen to things. They don't like hearing the things we have to say because it's so-called rough. But they say prophesy unto us smooth things. Tell us that everything is going to be all right, or use these types of words. Don't really tell us the brutally honest truth, man. All right. It says, jumping down, it says, Fauci then praised companies like United Airlines for requiring or mandating employees to participate and boasted that the federal government mandates have led to a 97% rate among employees. So, again, it's not coming from the quote unquote government, all right, and written in the law, but they're using this to and they go through people like OSHA that require these things for the people at the jobs. And then your job is pretty much implementing these things top down. All right. They know the majority of these Americans, need a job to damn pay their bills. So they're going to just hit them from that side. All right. So it says, in addition to rebranded mandates, the friendlier sounding requirements, Fauci also suggested that the definition of the V word could be changed from meaning anyone who has received 2 doses of Pfizer or Moderna or 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson to someone who has received the initial dose plus a booster. All right. There's no doubt if you're optimally protected, you should get your booster, Fauci stated. Fauci's shifting position on these things and masking throughout the pandemic have angered conservatives. Now, basically, anybody who really looking and watching this nigga or these people and what things that they saying, they would be scratching their head, because if you're just using common sense, like, first of all, you told us one thing was good or bad for us. Now you're saying that this is what's necessary. All right. So is that not medical misinformation? Are you misinforming people by saying they don't need to be wearing these masks, but then now all of a sudden requiring people to wear these masks? All right. But they don't take them down. They don't leave these take their articles down and have people stop talking to them because these are their puppets. This is their agenda. And in this here article, you can clearly see that they're just trying to basically lie to you. All right. And like, well, if they don't like us telling them, a soft truth, we'll have to give them a soft lie. We have to give them an even softer lie. All right. It says, after initially advising people not to wear masks, all right, was that not misinforming people? Fauci then became a proponent of mask mandates. Likewise, Fauci promised Americans last year that herd immunity, all right, could be reached if 70% of them participated, before admitting that this was a lie to boost uptake of the situation. So they openly admitted that they lied to you people over these situations, so you will believe these things and fall into their traps. All right, like the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. All right, but nevertheless, this is what the damn enemy is out there to do: to lie, cheat, steal. All right, but this is what he does. But yet and still, they'll flip it around and say that the men of the Lord is telling you 100% truth. Oh, we're misinforming folks. We got to censor these voices. We got to take down their channels and strike their channels and things like that, man. All right, but nevertheless, hey, they're openly admitting to them. They're the ones that's lying about these things, but they have you looking at everybody else like they crazy because you don't want to believe any of these things, man. Whereas now, there's that divide, and the line is like, yo, for all you people that so-called worshiping these people and worshiping, basically the image of this damn beast. All right, that these people, again, they have the narrative as if you on the wrong side. They're looking at you as you stupid. But hey, these same people aren't listening and looking at what these people are saying. They just following it, for every word. All right. Continuing on, it says, with the new variant of the virus spreading in the U.S., Fauci has stuck by his belief in these shots as most effective way of stopping the spread of the pandemic. And as President Joe Biden predicts a winter of death, all right, for the participants. All right, so they already have their agenda going down, put in plain sight right in your face. All right, but most people aren't watching, man. All right, because they're blinded by these things, man. All right, however, preliminary studies, including one from South Africa, where the variant originated, and another by Columbia University, shows the current crop of the shots are marketed less effective against this here variant. So even, them pushing out for you to go get these here shots with this new thing that's coming up, they're telling you this ain't really going to help you against that, man. All right. But yet and still, they're still pushing these things as this is what you need. This is what you need, man. Despite being highly transmissible, data suggests that this here variant caused mild to moderate symptoms in most patients and less likely to hospitalize those that it affects. So why are they over here, hey, man, we're not going to go too far into it because, like I said, I don't want to get this here video struck down. Just to, the point of bringing it out is for edification's sake. All right, to show you that, the word of the Lord is going to stand true, man. All right, even their words, they're telling you that in their own words, not that we saying, look, they said this on this day and they said that on that day, they lying. In their own words, they admit that they lied about these things so that they can further their agenda. All right, let's go down here. We're going to read this real quick. In Revelation 13 and starting at verse 16. All right, because see, they pushing on the so-called mandates and requirements and things like that because they have an agenda that they want to push. All right, and ultimately it's going to lead into what we're about to read here. All right, it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so hey, you're not going to be able to quote unquote participate in a lot of these things that's going on out here. And you see how it's all shaping up. You have some places, I'm not 100% sure of all the places, but let's say sporting events, you can't go unless you can prove that you participated in this or you participated in that. You can't, in some places travel with air, on planes and things like that. Go in certain venues. You got places like New York where everybody has to pretty much participate to go inside any of these establishments, man. All right, so as you can see how these things are starting to roll out, and they're still, 70%, and we'll have herd immunity, and we can stop there. But no, they say, no, we're going to have everybody else done up. All right, we're going to keep having variants forever and forever, forever. So we got to constantly keep getting these so-called boosters and boosters and boosters and boosters. All right, what does that, all boil down to? Pretty much requiring everybody, or mandating, whatever word they want to use, everybody to participate in their agenda, whether it's this or whether it's the next phase. All right, because, what we're reading about here is going to be their next phase, man. All right, Lord will, you're going to start seeing that being implemented next year, man, so we can get the hell up out of here. But, hey, the technology is already here. People are already using it right now, man. All right, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for his number is the number of a man, and his number is 636. All right, but nevertheless, the point here that we're going into about all these requirements and mandates and how they're forcing everybody to participate in these things, man. All right, this is... Isaiah chapter 30, all right? It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, all right? So look, like the scripture also say, never trust thine enemy, all right? So you have two different people that's giving you information. You have the Lord that's giving you information through the mouths of his prophets, All right. And then you also have, these people that's supporting this here beast system that's also giving you information. All right. Now, who's, if you can, judge a tree by its fruits. All right. Who has actually been telling you the truth, and who's actually been lying to you? Who's been, been found to, in their own words, lying for their own agenda. All right. It's not us. All right. It's them. All right. We've been telling you about these things before they came to pass, and now they're starting to come to pass. And now that these prophecies are speaking loud and clear, all right, you should know now that, a prophet have been among you. All right. But continuing on, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. So, hey, man, you trusting in this damn devil for one. All right. You have your hopes and your dreams that this damn devil will save you. All right. But yet and still, you don't want to trust into the Lord, man. All right. You don't want to hearken unto the Lord, but you'll hearken unto every word that this damn devil tell you, no matter how stupid it sound, man. All right. If he told you to go and, jump off a damn bridge to save your life, the majority of you people would do it, man. We see how asleep the majority of these folks are, man. We still constantly see people walking around by themselves out in, in the neighborhood, or, just walking down the street, getting some exercise with a goddamn mask on, or riding around in their car by themselves with a mask on, man. All right. Even if, they say social distancing, you got to social distance 6 feet. Like, bro, you in your car with the windows up. Ain't nobody around you. Why you got the mask on, B? But nevertheless, this is, these people that, I don't know what the hell that was. These are these people that, put their trust into Egypt, man. All right, that take counsel from these damn Egyptians, man. All right, the enemy that don't have nothing good for you. All right, verse 2 says that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked in my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So, they want to so-called protect themselves or build themselves up. And where do they go to get this here advice? They turn on their news and they start listening to what these witches and wizards are saying unto them, man, to deceive you, man. Like we just read in the article about how, we don't want to change up the word. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, if I was trying to give you a goddamn shit sandwich for you to eat, and you're like, bro, I don't eat shit, like literal shit, right? And you was like, that's disgusting. Now, if I was to just sit there and be like, all right, it's not called a shit sandwich no more. It's called a paradise sandwich, a tasty sandwich or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking at it with your common sense, like, I don't care what you call it, it's still a shit sandwich, bro. Like, the characteristics of it don't change because you changed the name. All right? But, hey, you have these people that's out here that's so far gone in this Babylonian juice. That's why the Spirit of the Lord has to be on you in these last days, man, because a lot of these people are how they would say in the world, gullible and open to fall for any of these damn deceptive ass tricks or traps that Esau is setting up for these people, man. All right. Verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. All right. So, hey, man, just like in this here phase that we're going through now, there was a lot of people that was all high and mighty and proud. Oh, I'm going out here the first chance I get to go participate in this and that. Then they have these side effects and things like that where they just like, the rest of their life they had to deal with those things like that and everything else like that, man. All right. But ultimately, for the rest of you people, let me go ahead and grab it. We'll close out there. All right. Revelation 14:9, and this is for you people that want to participate with those things, and you actually make it and survive all the way into the end. If the Most High save your ass all the way to the end, this is what your judgment is going to be. All right, you thinking that, hey, I needed to be able to survive and live in this here place, but you don't realize this place is, got missiles, pretty much targeted at this place, and it's the destination, the final resting place for these damn missiles to rest at, man. And that launch day is coming sooner than what you believe, man. So, hey, man, it's just like, yo, man, I done went out and you heavily invested into something that's going away the next day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you decided to go and start painting up your apartment and buying new furniture and everything else like that, not realizing that your lease was up the next damn day. So all all the work you wound up putting in was for naught, man. All right. Revelation 14:9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, all right, listening and following after these damn people and walking in their ways, all right, and receive his mark in their forehead or in their hand. All right, I did a video not too long ago showing you how they have these things subtly coming out in the public and everything else like that, setting up this here system. All right. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture. Hey, this is the wrath of the Most High that's going to be coming out on your ass, man, because like we just read, you didn't want to take counsel from him. All right. So now the Most High finna laugh at your calamities when they come, and guess who's going to be pouring them out? He going to be the one pouring them out, man, and you ain't going to be able to withstand this here judgment, man. All right. So it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, talking about, well, let me keep reading, verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So, hey, man, ultimately, going into, you're going to be missile food at the end of the day, man. All right, you're going to wind up bathing in a nuclear bath here in Babylon, man. All right, being overflowed with this fiery flood that's coming, man. All right, because ultimately, we speaking to our people, we so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We don't give a damn. The Lord don't give a damn if the rest of you nations partake in this. But for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Most High told you, hey, get up off the stay of your damn oppressor, man. I'm coming to deliver you, and this is how you got to get in line before that day comes. But yet our people, they have what they call Stockholm Syndrome, man. They want to cleave unto their damn oppressor. All right, so at the end all be all, you're going to want to partake in parts of his judgment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, the elect was edified with this here lesson. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.